3 months ago, I picked up this truck for $5,000. It's a 2006 Chevrolet Silverado, and essentially what I did is I took it to the house, I stripped it all the way down to the frame, I cleaned it up, restored it the best way that I could, and then I picked up a Facebook Marketplace donor Duramax engine. We did a head gasket job, we studded it, we put a ton of upgraded diesel parts on it. Of course, we threw a 64mm RDS turbo. That thing screams, by the way. But I rolled the dice a little bit. Honestly, I didn't know for sure if this was all gonna work out, but she fired up. The truck runs great. If I'm not mistaken, we introduced this diesel truck on the channel about 3 months ago, and we're already revealing the wheel and tire setup. And you gotta watch this video from start to finish. I really wanna hear your feedback on the direction of the build. I have my ideas, and I'm gonna explain that here at the end of the video. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and put the bed on the truck, which needs to happen. And then after that, we're gonna take the wheels and tires to a local repair shop. We're gonna go ahead and get them mounted and balanced, bring it back here to the garage. We're gonna slap them on and sort of button this truck all back together. And by the way, I did not cheap out on tires. This is a set of Nittos. I'm gonna explain to you guys the specs, talk to you guys about why I picked them. But I have to say, I am so pumped to share this journey with you guys. But if this is your first time stopping by, hit that subscribe button for me. Also hit that notification bell. You guys cannot miss an episode. And by the way, I wanted to send a special shout out to Matt. Congratulations. We just notified the winner and we let him know that he was a lucky person that was drawn to win this month's turbo giveaway. And of course, I wanted to send a special shout out to everyone who participated in that. But with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into this. It's like 6 a.m. in the morning. I have the tires loaded up. They were actually back there from last night. A little frosty, but that's okay. We're loaded up, we're ready to go. Let's head over there right now and show you guys what I got. So I'm here at A&D Repair, the shop, early morning. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna show you guys the rims first, and then again, we'll talk about the Nitto tires. But I went a little bit of a different direction. I went with rough country wheels. I've never done that before, only because we've just added rough country line to our website, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to go ahead and showcase some of that. But let me unbox that really quick. I want you guys to let me know in the comments what you think. I'm done. I got that on video. Oh, man. Well, we're balancing them, so we'll know if they're if that one bent. But I'm sure I'm sure it's good. What'd you say?
At least it's in the box.
Yeah, I guess you're right. At least it's in the box. Oh gosh. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna leave that out of my edits. I'm just gonna show you guys that one. That was embarrassing. All right, let's see what these look like. These are the S96 rough country wheels. Yeah, we're going black. Black with a chrome mill.
Alright, not at all.
It's a nifty looking wheel. Everything I thought of, seeing these in person. These look really nice. Look at the, got sort of a milled chrome accent, maybe. Machine sort of look to it. Basically all black. Yeah, it's sort of a high gloss, sort of black. Looks good, man.
Which vehicle is going on?
You've never seen it before.
Is it the
silver one?
The silver one? Yeah. Your $5,000 special, I think it was?
$5,000, no rust.
Oh boy. Fun.
Yeah, but it runs. It runs.
Has it ran since you pulled the engine out?
No, there's no engine in the truck.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
good.
I slapped it on Facebook engine, but it actually fired no blow-by, no nothing.
That's good.
So, I'm pretty pumped.
Let's get these prepped to mount them in.
Yeah, but yeah, these are the trail grapplers. They're a little aggressive, but not. Nice and flat. It's gonna make a lot of contact surface with the road, which is good. So it's a sort of an MT. It's an AT. It's an MT, but it's not an aggressive MT.
Yeah, it's not as aggressive as what you had on the Wife Max.
But yeah, 33 12.5 R22s, negative 24 offset. So I think it's not. It's gonna be about as wide as this tire, 12.5.
Yeah, this should beat up all right.
Yeah. I did drop it a little bit. Do we have any nicks or? Actually, I just felt it. It's right there. Look.
It looks like.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure we didn't bend the wheel.
No, it looks pretty straight. It looks like it's just a superficial surface.
Yeah. I guess we'll know when we put it on the balance machine.
Very much so.
So this is what it looks like. Obviously, we had to take off the center hubcap, but we'll show you guys the process. It's kind of touchy because we have to put. Where's it at? Yeah. So we have to leave that on there. because since it's reverse mount, of course, this is gonna be upside down, so it's gonna be inverted right here. So the face of the wheel will be downward, right? And the reason for that is because we don't want to jack up the outer lip of this when we go to mount these tires on there, because once this thing starts spinning, it might possibly kiss that wheel and just mar it a little bit. We don't want that to happen. But luckily, look, didn't do anything to the rim, obviously, but look at, this is the other side. Looks good to me, no issues. All right, let's see if we can get this in one shot. I doubt it, but.
No faith.
You're a strong guy. You can do this.
No faith.
It's not really strength. I think it's more technique. All right, let's see if we can get it on at one shot.
What?
Nice work. Now I'm sure we can see on this where it kissed it. You see that? Where it kind of ruffles it up. But that's the reason why we put the plastic on there, so it doesn't do that to the wheel. Which it didn't. It looks good. All right, I guess I'll try it. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I'm not a professional like Matt over here.
Oh, I have faith in you, Josh.
We're gonna do it.
You're gonna be able to.
Never done that before, so I don't know. That's cool. Usually we just put them on the rim, but that's way more efficient.
And it's fun.
And you look like Mr. Incredible doing it, right, Matt?
Exactly.
Sometimes these peel off really nice, sometimes they don't.
Add a sticker pile over here for it.
Yeah, there you go, sticker pile. Look at that. First time go, we don't need to put weights on it.
Oh, I beg to differ.
Yeah, right. All right, so we're putting the hubcaps back on. And this is the last wheel, and I'm really excited. This looks amazing. This looks better than I actually thought in my mind, which is good. I didn't think they were gonna look terrible. I knew that this was gonna be a complete home run, but they look really, really nice. So I'll go ahead and lay all these out and show you guys them. Then we'll go ahead and load them on the back of the truck, get them back to the shop, and get them on the truck. Because that's what you're watching this for. But this is the cherry on top. I'm really excited to see how this ties the build in together, even though the build really isn't put together. Because you guys already know I don't have the bumpers on it yet. It just looks a little funny. Sorry guys, I kind of went squirrel on you here, but I just saw this really cool old fire truck that actually was a real fire truck that they use in Bath Township. It's pretty cool. They're working on this thing here. They're actually doing some sort of like mid-project. Check them out on their YouTube channel. I'll link that in the description below if you guys want to watch the whole deal on that. But this is really sweet. I can't wait to see what they do with it. I'm kind of hoping that they do a paint job in, like, I know they're just trying to get it to run right now. Man, that would be a cool video. Check them out, man, because if they can get this thing running and moving, that's kind of a big deal. Because when was the last time this thing actually ran?
As far as we know, it has been over 10 years since it's been driven.
That's not too bad, but still, I mean, that's a while.
That's just based on the guy that brought it in. As long as he's been there, it hasn't moved. They've just been pushing it in and out of the shop. So it could be much longer than that since it's been driven.
That is neat. Here we go, we got it home. I'm gonna go ahead and mount these on right now. But again, you're looking at a set of 33 12.5 R22s. They all vary in size, obviously, but this is my very first time ever getting my hands on a set of Nitto Trail Grapplers. I'm really pumped about it. The sidewall tread is way more aggressive than this side, as you guys can see. So it's really your preference. Of course, I went with the most aggressive part. And the biggest reason for that is because we want to make this bad girl look mean. She's already got a lift kit on it. It's not super wide. You know, again, we're going negative 24 offsets. It's still gonna look good. It's gonna have some offset to it, but it won't be too wide. But this is a pretty unique design. I would say this is more of like a middle ground. So if you don't want to go Nitto mud grapplers, a little too aggressive, maybe a little too loud, you're definitely gonna want to step it down to a set of trail grapplers. Of course, this tread pattern is gonna be a step up from the Terra grapplers. So this is definitely a perfect middle ground. And with it being a 2500 HD, of course, you're gonna want to go ahead and go with LT tires. And not to mention, both sides of the tire is 3-ply. Pretty solid construction. It's really nice to get my hands on it and actually look at the tread block pattern. Looks like it's gonna evacuate a lot of the mud, the rocks, the snow, the rain, things like that. It looks like it's interconnected with a reinforcement for these treads. So I'd imagine this is a pretty stout tire. But that's my quick review on the Nitto Trail Grapplers. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I've been doing a lot of reading, research, reviews on these, and people are saying they love them. They're not as loud as you think they are. This is pretty funny. I gotta share this with you. Look at the size difference between the roller tires that we have versus the 33s. That's crazy. This truck sits way higher. I cannot wait to get rid of those half-ton mirrors, by the way. We're gonna be throwing a set of Boost Auto Parts tow mirrors on there. It's gonna look so good. They don't look bad paint match, but I think we need to throw some nice HD tow mirrors on this thing to really complete this truck. So last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and put that last wheel on there. But before I do that, this just came to mind. You guys remember when I first started this truck? That nasty noise when we started it, it made like that loud. Ooh, that's a starter.
That's what that noise is, that's your starter.
I mean, it's literally brand new. It's kind of a pain to get to now since it's buried in there. But I'm gonna drop the exhaust really quick and just remove it and install a much better starter. I mean, I'm already there. I know I'm gonna procrastinate and say I'll do it later, and I never do. But I'm gonna install one of these. I'm not joking, I'm not messing around. These are way better than OE. This is an XDP starter. Believe it or not, it's actually smaller than a stock starter, which is pretty awesome because it's gonna be a lot easier for me to install this because those PPE manifolds are definitely in the way. But the idea here is it has more torque, spins faster, draws less amperage. They've always had really good reviews on these starters. I'm gonna slap this in really quick so I don't have any issues. If you want to pick one of these up for your diesel, your Ford, your Dodge, or your Chevy, definitely do that. I'll leave that link in the description. It's on my website, truckmasterdiesel.com. This video is not about a gear reduction starter, but I figured I'd throw that in there because I have all of this room for activities. But I'm not kidding, guys. After throwing these PPE manifolds on this truck, it's going to be super hard for me to remove that. Like I said, I got to remove that. I don't even know if I'm going to video this. I just dumped the battery cables, that way I don't get electrocuted. Here's the before and after. Clearly look exactly the same. They do have this nice coating on it, so you shouldn't have to worry about your starter corroding or anything or getting all rusty. But I'm going to go ahead and throw this in right now. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bolt the starter down. That actually went pretty easy, but you kind of had to play with it in order to get it in there. Kind of like that upside down method, but that's how I installed it. I'm gonna go ahead and connect the wires to it. I don't need to video that part, but I'm pretty excited to see how quickly this truck starts up. I have no doubt in my mind that with the amount of torque that that thing puts out, that this truck should fire right up, no problem. But that's what it looks like installed. Got the exhaust back on, we're good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and put this tire back on. Also, the bed is still just chilling here, so I gotta throw the bed bolts on. Man, that fired up so quick. Turn it off. That's crazy. So let's go ahead and take a look at it from outside. Dude, this is so exciting, man. Wow, the truck looks so much different. I love it. I absolutely love it. I guess that's what matters, right? Unfortunately, I just can't unsee this. I'm gonna have to point this out to you guys. But when you start messing with offset, when wheels start poking outside of the body lines, you're definitely gonna notice that the rear end of these classic body style pickup trucks, the rear end naturally is going to be a lot narrower in the rear. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to put some spacers in the rear just to level everything out, which are 2-inch, by the way. But seriously, I am really happy with the way this looks. I think I found my new favorite looking tire. But two things here, let me know in the comments, should I roll with the chrome lug nuts or should we go with black? Let me know. And then also let me know in the comments, what is your favorite Nitto tire? What's the best look? Is it the Trail Grapplers? Is it the Recon Grapplers? I love these. As far as traveling with them, pulling trailers, they're so quiet, so smooth. Of course, you guys know I did a previous video on the Nitto 420Vs. I think a lot of people love that design. But as far as looks, my favorite looking tire is definitely the Trail Grapplers. These things look mean. And over the years of building diesel trucks on the channel, I'm learning really quickly how fast my direction of a build goes when I start building it, when I start just changing things. This is a prime example right here. This is called the Sunkiss. It's a 2004 Chevy Duramax, but we called it the Rust Max because this thing is from Michigan. It was rusty. And my overall vision on the Sunkiss build was simply just to put some fresh panels on it, put some new doors on it, maybe paint it gray and get it to run right. That was pretty much it. I never thought I'd ever get to this point, but the vision on this truck is not a show truck. This is just to get it to run. Obviously I did a frame off, but I'm not trying to make it look like, you know, a show truck. This is just a vehicle that I'm gonna enjoy driving, but I want it to look tough. So my direction on this one, I'm really thinking about off-road front bumpers. Of course, the tow mirrors. This isn't gonna be a very extravagant build. I'm definitely gonna clean up the interior, put new seat cushions on it, probably throw a new center console in this thing because this thing looks beat up. Dashboard. I might do a piping kit, I might do traction bars, I might do airbags in the rear. As far as I'm concerned, that's probably where I'm gonna go with this one. And I know some of you guys are gonna call me out and say, yeah, right. And also it does have a gooseneck hitch to it, so I'm gonna be able to hook up my gooseneck trailer to it. Someone put a hole there prior to me buying this to put a stack in it, and I might actually diesel stack it here in the future. But surprisingly, these rough country rims don't look too bad. But I did just load like 5 or 6 sets of different looking styles of rims on my website. So check that out if you want to pick up a set. So I'm gonna load the truck on the trailer because we're headed to a body shop. Not in this video, so stay tuned. Hit the notification bell and do me a favor and make sure your notification bell is being hit, because it looks like, again, YouTube is unclicking your notification bell and even unsubscribing from you. So if you're watching this and you've subscribed to me in the past, just make sure all of that stuff is checked for me. I really would appreciate it. You guys cannot miss another episode. We are just getting started with this winter build project, and I am so excited to share the journey with you.